Okay. And share my screen. So stop. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Just a small recap from the previous lesson. We start to understand how HTML and CSS work together. Usually, you can the style the CSS. We need the CSS for styling the page, for the style of the colors, for example, or the font, the font size, or the a line, or whatever, okay, or the background page, and whatever. Okay. So, for example, we set the title H2, or every H2 on this page has a color, orange in this case, or for example, we can put another property like point and comma. I don't know, I don't remember the name in English for this symbol. Sorry, it's point and comma together. Um, you can add in the next row. You can add another property. For example, the font size. So I can set every H2. That means the titles. Uh, for example, the property from font size point. We can set in pixels. For example, I want this to 30 pixels. Click run. So as you can see, the title changed the font size.
Non, non, en fait, je suis étonné.
Sorry. Okay. And so on. Okay. We set, for example, a width, fixed width for the images, but the CSS we can set not fixed width or height if you want, but I can fix percent width. For example, instead of 350, I can set that this I can set 100%. Okay, run. So as you can see, the image stays on the weight depends from the page. Okay, how is bigger the um, the um, the page? Okay. So how it is the responsive works? Okay, the responsive it means that adapt on page. Okay, Um, uh, maybe if I set 50% goes on the middle of the page. Okay, this is the middle. So the page, if the page of the browser adapt on the middle. Okay, so it's percent work. You can use it on everywhere, almost everywhere. Um, you can set a particular width, for example, with hay, with For example, if you set 100% on the A in this case is the button. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Sorry. You can set a width for the A. Sorry. But there's two body for maybe another in another. Sorry. Okay. Um, okay. Um,
Ouais.
I want to see another. If you want to go in this room, I copy and paste the link on WhatsApp. And also on the chat here. So we talk now today. We talk about a bit colors and font. Okay, so go in HTML colors on our w3schools.com. Our website is a useful website. I suggest you to give it to go there and document this well documented. We are, for example, these are some of the color names that you can use on your web page. Okay. But for example, I like the slate blue copy or type directly. If I want to change the H2 with new color, I paste here slate blue, and now my titles changed color, turn to blue, this kind of blue. So you can write by the color names. By color names, you have here 140 standard color names. You can view here. So if you like, for example, navy or olive, for example, copy and type here instead the button, for example. Okay, we have this color. We can type the color, or we can we can set the color in RGB mode. Okay, the most used are RGB or X. Maybe the X is better, but get just for view we can um, document this. Okay, RGB stays for red, green, and blue. So, for example, we have mixing colors. RGB is the color are the colors that you find on monitor, typically on monitors. Okay, while in the print you use another kind of set of colors. So it's called um, mm, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black for colors. Mixing for color mixing. RGB is typical of monitors. Okay, that means red is from by these colors we can mix and we obtain 16 millions of color, circa. Okay. Every color starts from 0 to 5. Okay. 0, it means green, and blue, it means black. Black is the pixels in off mode. Okay, doesn't work. Okay, but for example, I put red on 255 maximum, I obtain the red color. Okay, the pixels is colored by red. Okay, same green, same blue. Okay, if I put mix all together, I have the white color. The white color, it means that the pixel is on or on. It's on. Okay, it's light. Now it's closed or close, no pixels, open. This means the pixels is open. Okay, if I mix this, I have all 16 million colors. Okay, so I can write in CSS, I can write these colors in the colors also in RGB. So if I like this, 80, for example, 80, 155, 150, 125, I copy this. I want to do, for example, the button have the same color. Paste this. So we have the color, okay? For the shades of gray, you had to put these values, okay? Sorry, close the mic, please. I close for you. 60, 60, 60. There must be the same value, okay? The mix, for example, 80, 80, and 80. I have a gray, a dark gray, okay? If I have 2000, for example, I have a gray more lighter, much more lighter. Okay, and so on. You are near to this value, you have more lighter colors, okay, and also more lighter grays. This is another kind of value that include also the alpha channel. Alpha channel stands for a transparency, okay? Full transparency. If I have a color on a background color or an image as a background, I can see sorry, close. I can see the transparency like this, just like this. Okay, can we make an example for if I put now I write just a moment. I want to put a button. Positive. Why is red? Just a moment, please. I want to show you. Oh, background. I forgot there. Okay. Sorry, just a moment. Okay. Don't remember. How are you? URL. Vabbè. Today. Oh, okay. If I put, I have a background image in this case, maybe more. Okay. Maybe I put also in the center, text align, center. Okay. Uh, I want to change this color to and add the transparency. Okay. I put this RGBA, I add A, stays for alpha, and put value. Uh, 1 is a full, okay, 0 is full transparency, okay, so you don't see the background. Maybe more padding is better. If I type 0.5, is 50% background, no, point, sorry, no, point, okay. So this is a background image. Mhm. Okay. So as you can see, I create a transparency background for this button. Okay, maybe it's too much, maybe dot 8 or 7, maybe it's better. Okay, this is another kind of so you can write colors with transparency. Another kind, maybe is more use. I use this kind. Usually, I usually use this kind of colors, based or hexadecimal color, and is specified with RGB, where the R is red, G is green, and B and blue in hexadecimal value. Okay. So if I change these ones, I have different colors. For example, for red is FF, for green, F for blue. Blue, green, red. Okay. We don't, 0, 0, I don't have any red. So if I want to go the slider, if I move the slider, uh, it changed the values, 7, 8, 9, and so on. A, B, C, D, A, F, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until 9, and A, B, C, D, and so on. Okay? So if I mix the score, I have the right amount, the right color of the fade check. Okay. This is the shades of gray. F, B, B, A, B, A, B, B, C, C, C. So you can add to confidence, have to take confidence with it. Okay. Yeah, I have a tool, a simple tool, but I use with the developer use a lot. I usually use this widget. It's for Chrome, for Google Chrome. It's called I don't remember the name. Colorzilla. Yes, Colorzilla is an extension. You can go on. I don't remember what it is on Google. Maybe here. Okay, extensions. Go on Chrome Web Store and search for Colorzilla. Okay, and install. Okay, it's a color picker. But I use really I like to use often, very often. Okay, for example, go on a website. If I want to pick the color on a particular website, for example, I want to pick the same green as this. I go here, select the color, and click here. I can copy. Go here again. Go on copy special. Copy. I can copy in RGB, RGBA, or hexadecimal. Okay, I copied this one and can paste, for example, on the button if I want the same color of that web page. Okay, if I want the RGBA for just for alpha channel, so the transparency. I want to set also the transparency. I copy and paste the, this value and change the transparency, not 1 but 0.6 or 7 or more transparency. Okay, we have the same green as this, like this leaf, and change the color and put the transparency. Okay, this is a simple website that I made with Elementor. Uh, you can learn to develop websites like this. It's very simple. It's not so much difficult to do because we have use a simple tool that is called Elementor. Elementor is a plugin for WordPress. WordPress is the program that we used for develop websites, beautiful websites. Okay, and the Elementor gives the possibility to make give us the possibility to give us to make websites without write any code, any row, any in visual mode. Okay, so that's it about the the colors. So. Now, I want to talk to you about text, fonts, etc. So, and now formatting the text on HTML. Now, as you can see, the previous lesson for headings we use H H1 from H1 until H6. The H1 you can do only one time in a page, remember. For example, you can this is an H1. Usually is the title of the page, okay? Is H1. You can put H1 only one time in a page, okay? You can't put two H1 in a page, okay? Because search engines recognize only one title. Okay. So media, for example, useful materials. Wait a moment, please. No, it doesn't load. I don't know why. Okay, it's a bit slow. Slow. So you can have only one H1, two H2, two H3, or 3 or 4, or as you want. The important is the hierarchy of the headings. Okay, headings are important. Search engines use the headings to index the structure of content of your web page. Users often skim a page and its heading. It's important to use heading to show the document structure. Heading should be used for main H1, should be used for main headings, followed by H2 headings, then the less important H3 and so on. Okay. Okay. For the bigger headings, we can use the font size property. So okay, if you want to read, this is a beautiful video for headings that explains better. Okay, this is what we use. For example, we have in this page, we have the H1. You can go on inspect. If you inspect, this is a tool for inspect the code on inside the web page. We can see, you can see the H1, this, and maybe if you go here, this is another heading, go inspect, is an H2, okay? This is an example. Okay. Now, we call now another thing, another element important is P, that stays for paragraphs. Okay, that an element that define a paragraph. This is an example of paragraph. This is like if you write in Word, if you go the P of paragraph of Word, it's the same, is almost the same. So if I try, this is a paragraph, this is a line, this is another line. It means another P. Remember to open and close it. Okay. Um, okay. Look, this is an example of a page. This is H1, the text, and the HR that stays for, and this is a line. So you can see a line. Okay. This is a structure of a web page with text. Okay. This is another element that means line break is different from paragraph, but because it stays inside the paragraph, but go on in another line. Okay, this breaks the line. So if I put this BR here, the breaks goes in another line. Okay, here, but it's not P. If I duplicate this here, if I have more space, that means that is a paragraph, this is another paragraph, okay? So this is the typical structure. For example, if you have the here, so you see the white space here, HTML doesn't consider it, okay? Are ignored. So as you can see in the right side, the line break, the white space is not considered by HTML. Okay, so if you have this one or this one is exactly the same. Okay, the new lines are defined by P of paragraphs or BR. Okay. So after ocean, we have a line break. Okay. Also here, also here. Okay. I think it's enough for you. And styles, you can the property is the color. We see also we've seen the color applied on the background, on the color, on the text. For example, text you can use color, the property color for changing the text, for change the background color. You can You can use background color or only if you want, if you prefer, also background, the short code background is the same. It it doesn't change anything, okay? Uh, okay, color and also here uh, the font size you can use also the percent, but I prefer the a fixed value like a pixel. Okay, you can text align also the text. For example, these are centered, can be centered or left. And this, I want this one on the right. I type right and go on the right. Okay, side. The main properties are for text line are left, right, center, or justify in the case we have a long text. If I took a long text, for example, I take from Lorem Ipsum website. Lorem Ipsum is a fake test for a field when you don't have already the text already. I copy here and paste on the P, for example, here. We have a text centered on the right, but I want to stay justified, so justify, sorry, justify. Okay, so the text is now justified, as you can see in the right side. Okay. Other things to do. Okay. Back to on the top. We have the font family property. This define the kind of the font. Okay. If I want Verdana, copy this uh, and paste here. You can put. As you can see, you have the styles right in line. You can also write in line, but I don't suggest you to develop an entire website to write on the in line directly in the P, for example, in this property, but in this element, sorry, but use the CSS. Blah blah blah. Verdana is a kind of font. If I run, change the font, Verdana or Times New Roman or Helvetica or Tahoma or these are all font system font called system font. It means that the font are located into your computer. Uh, Sometimes you can find this font on and also all computer in almost all computer. I can change Times New Roman or oh, change to Tahoma or Helvetica if I want to change another. This is Helvetica. It's very similar to Arial. Is another system font. System font, it means that are font into located into your computer. Every computer have this font, okay? Installed on the computer or every computer. But one until 20 years ago, we developed website with only with this font, this simple font. We have not the possibility to change and put them the better fonts, more beautiful fonts, okay? But uh, from 6, no, maybe more, maybe 10 years ago, we start to use another kind of fonts like this, for example. You can see other better fonts, more beautiful fonts. These are only on all fonts that we took from Google. These are called Google fonts. Okay. If you want to, I paste on the chat also on here. Okay. This is a repository for take font online. Okay, so it means that you can use all the fonts that are in this website in this server, and you use freely. Okay, it's free to use. Okay, so I like, for example, auto products. I can use on my website. So we make a little break or a coffee break, and after the break, I show you how you can integrate your website with Google Fonts or make better websites. Okay, so. 10 minutes, about to 10 minutes for just for a coffee break. See you later. I share the screen again. Okay. Mm, so let's talk about font. Okay. Start about Google Fonts, in particular, we talk about fonts, google.com, and the various things you can divide not divide, sorry. We have various kind of font, depends from how they are designed. We have for example, we can have a serif font. That means the serif font. That means have this kind of shape, okay, like Times New Roman or Garamond, for example, is a kind of serif font, or sans serif, okay, like this Roboto, Helvetica, or this kind of font. Montserrat is not in sans serif, okay. Uh, but we are also the calligraphy font. Is not are not so good maybe for the websites. Stay away from this kind of font because are not readable. Okay, at least you can use, maybe you can use as titles sometimes, but stay a bit away from this. Maybe it's better. Okay. So you can put two fonts together. Usually, if I we surf in the internet, we can you can see the fonts are different from for example, in this case, we have a title different from the font, the paragraphs, okay? We have two kind of fonts. In this case, we have two serif, sans serif fonts, but in another case, we can have serif from uh, titles and paragraphs, the text, normal text in sans serif, for example. Maybe another kind of uh, for website. Take this. Okay, for example, this is a font, bold font for titles, and this for normal text. Okay, title, text. As you can see, maybe a different also different colors also. Okay, we will see. Can the font is this is an H2 this color, and it's called Python 1. Python 1. Okay, while the text go on inspect and P this is a Montserrat font. Okay, it's very common in websites. You can find very common. Okay, that's it. So remember, when you develop a website, to put at least two fonts, one for more bolder, maybe more bolder for the titles, and one for the text. Okay. There are many websites that help you to pairing the font. Okay. You type on Google font pairing, for example, font pairing Google Fonts. Okay, pairing typeface. For example, Page Cloud have 50 top 50 font pairing. You can take inspiration from that. Or on Figma, Google font pairing. For example, I want to view this one, Montserrat, at this pairing. Is a good pairing these two fonts, for example, or if I go here, is a good pairing for fonts. Montserrat black for titles and railway regular for the text is a good pairing. Or if you want more italic font, the lobster is good. Ubuntu and Nanum Gothic together, a good font. Or also this. Oh, for example, I want to put on my page these two fonts. How we can do it? It's relatively simple because we have go on the here and search for these two fonts. So Bebas. So I search for Bebas. No, want to clear all the filters. Oh, it's okay. Sorry. Okay, Bebas. I will click here and I want to get this font. Get font and put here. But I want to add another font that is Source Sans Pro. Okay, copy. Back to font. Search here. Copy, paste, Source Sans Pro. We don't have the Source Sans Pro, but the 3. Maybe it is an updated version. Maybe. Okay, but I like, so I get this one. Once we have finished, we can proceed to or download for install in our computer or use with embed code. Okay, so we have these codes. Okay, we at start at we had this code copy code in the head of my HTML page. So I go here on top. Okay, we don't have the headers now here. So can I add the library? No. I can put here the missing field, or maybe yes. I use the import for the style here. Copy this code and put on the style at the top. Okay, so I recall the two fonts into my web page. For display into my web page, I had to add the CSS. Okay, so I copy this code for the source sans 3 and the code for Bebas new. Okay, for example, if I want, if these are Bebas are for the titles. I only copy here, input on my H2 for the titles. Okay, here, new row, copy, paste, paste. So I recall this one, okay? The Bebas Neue font, new font, run. So as you can see, the font has changed. Maybe more bigger font size. So it changed, okay? Now I want also the other font with the source Sans Pro. So I copy this font family property, and put on P or on the also on the body. Instead, font family Helvetica. Remove this. Body, it means all the website, all the page, okay, in all the page, but not the H2 that is Bebas Neo, okay? So the rest of the page, now I have the font family source sans free font, okay? So I changed this font. There are questions? No? Okay. Uh, can you do you want to change font? Make an exercise, changing the font on this page. Who wants to check? Who want to try? Who wants to try? Nothing? No. Okay. As you want. So, okay. That's enough for regarding the font. Okay, so you have to import or link this code inside the head of your HTML page. Uh, so typical web page. This is a typical web page. Okay, this is the declaration of the product type HTML and head. Inside the head, you can put this font, usually, sorry, this font. I copy here, paste, sorry, paste here, inside the head, and after, oh no, copy this code, and put maybe on head, the style, inside the style, open and close. I want this to assign to P, font weight, oh no, no. Hello, font, maybe font size 15 pixels. And instead of the P, we can put the title, for example, H1. Copy this one, the bus font, that means the title. Here, instead this bus, and change the font size to a bigger. So we have NH1 and P. This is a heading. This is a paragraph with the two fonts. Okay. So this is how we can put text and font. We can also change the color, or maybe the line I hate, and whatever. Okay, color. Sorry, just a moment. L'image. Sorry. So we can put another color, for example, this one. Okay, a paragraph with this color is more darker, but gray, darker gray, and so on. Okay. Now, let's talk about the. I previous write this kind of code that I want to show what it means. The div, the div is a container in HTML language. It's a container that you can stylize as you want. Okay, it's a simple container, empty container. So I want to divs. Okay. In element, it's a container default block element, meaning that takes all level width, comes with line breaks before and after. Okay, so that in fact, you put a div inside the text, it goes a line break. Okay. This is a container. What it means? It means that you can stylize, for example, the background. You can put inside because the HTML is the elements are often in nested. Nested, it means they are inside the other element. You can put element inside the other element. Uh, so, for example, we have a div. In this case, we have the div container have a background color, yellowish color, background color. So inside we put h2 and two paragraphs. Okay, we can put other things like padding, padding. Uh, 15 pixels. Okay, so it means the padding is the space about the border, from the border to the element. Okay, in this case is 15 pixels from top and left, right, and bottom. Okay, same thing. Okay, I can put, for example, a border. Uh, color with this X solid. So it put me inside, it put a border. I can change the value from 1 to 5, for example. Okay, so I have a border, more stronger border. Okay, and I put another property like border radius. Okay, so it changed it to the radius of the border. And I put and I can the elements This element is mm, we can we use very often because you can stylize as you want. Okay, we took an example. Mm, what else? So you can see, for example, this is an element, div, can be a div divided in two columns, two. Here put the image, here the text and the button, okay, inside. Or maybe a div, maybe this, this is a single div. With on top, I put the photo with border radius. You can also assign a border radius on the photo, on the image. The title, maybe H3, the date with border top and border bottom only, not border in left and right side. And maybe read more, in this case, is on the right side. Okay, this is a div that I repeat 3 times. Okay, so when I write in CSS, I put a div and duplicate 3 times with the same CSS, with the same properties, okay, graphic properties. So I have, you don't need to write 3 times the code, but 1 times with the class, using the class on inside the div. So I show you better what it means. What does it mean? Okay. For example, we have this div. This is a div. Here, better. I want to put an image. So I put here, image on top. Okay. I want to put H, a title, H3, for example. This is our title. So close H3. Maybe like this date. For the date, I put a P. Today is 18. Okay, this is the the today date, and close the div. Okay, I want to replicate. No, is the last thing read more. Another P or A, maybe is A because is a link. Okay. I don't put anything now for now. This is a random. When I put hashtag here, it means that there is not a link, but I need only for dummy. Okay. So, okay, BG imagine. Now can put this. Okay. This is a div, a container. I put a class to this container. Class, it means that I can put this particular div my graphics, my own graphics, only on this. Okay, is related only on this div, this container. So uh, I want to change this. I put the name. You can put also your own name. For example, this is a news. Put what I can write. I can type news or single news. For example, single news. Okay. Don't put please the space. Put the space. Well, vabbè. Don't put never space, okay? Or the line or right or together, but never use the a space because a space it means there are two kind of class, okay? Together. No, I want only one. So uh, here go on CSS style, type single class, single news, sorry, single news, and I want to replicate a little bit uh, the like this one. Okay, so uh, I want to I want to use the same color on H3. So go inspecting. This is a color. Okay, so I can copy here and oh no, just uscito. Google News. I put the color. So this is the color for every element. Okay, so it changed also this. But if I want only this color on this title, I want to add an H3. Okay, so I can put a space here and type H3. So this is related to H3 of the single news div. Okay, is only if I have an H3 outside this element, this container is not affected here. So I run this. I have an H3. Okay, title, the same H3 outside the div does not affect the color, okay? So is on the color H3 of the single news inside the element, okay? Yes, we can add, for example, a background color for the single news div or container, as you want to call to call it. I write background. I type background and choose a color, maybe more lighter, maybe also white. FFF. It means white. So I have the white on this div. Okay. Now I want to change the EMG because I want all in all the width, the entire width. So I type width and go on 100%. Okay, so in this case, this image inside the single news is 100% width, while the others have 550% because affected this one. Okay, so change the H3 font size. So I can type font size, maybe put 20, maybe, I don't know, check, maybe more, 25. Okay, it's enough. It's okay for me. And maybe I can change the P of the date, but I want to change because I want to add the border top and bottom. For do this, I need to put a class inside the P, for example, or I can class that I call date, date, okay, and inside the single news P or date, can I write in this? That means the date that affects the this affects the class date inside the single news, okay, is nested. I want to change the border and put the property border top. I want the color 444, for example, one pixel solid, and another row, copy and paste on the bottom, another line, and put border bottom. That means only on, I want to the border only on top and only on bottom of the page, yes. Okay, run. So I have this one. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe I want to change the color. 999. 999 is a more lighter um, gray or more lighter. CCC. CCC. Okay. Maybe it's too near the numbers. I want more space, so I use the padding top, maybe 5 pixels, and the same thing on bottom. Copy, paste, bottom. Okay, there is now more spaces. I don't like that are to attach to the border, this kind to the div, the border div border. So I will put a padding also on the div, on the container, on the back on the single news, and put the property, the padding property, maybe 10 pixels, maybe. Okay, you have a padding, maybe more, maybe 15. Okay, maybe I want to put also the border radius on single on news on the container, external container. So I can put, I type, sorry, border radius 50, maybe. Okay, you can, as you can see, the borders Also, I want this also on the photo, on the image. I want the border radius also on image. Border radius 15 pixels. Run. So you have also on this. Okay. We have also read more. We can put a class also on read more. Change. And okay, copy, paste here, add read more plus, and I want to stay this button. I want to stay on right side. Okay, so I put the property text align right. And I have this. I don't like this one. Is too. I want to stay more on bottom. So I put not padding, but now not padding, but now I use in this case I use the um, margin top. I want more margin from the top here, maybe 15 pixels. And as you can see, now because sorry, I have to put another property here. Uh, display block. Display block. Block is if I want to change the buttons, only the buttons inside the color inside the news, I can put another CSS, add more A, stays for here inside the button, the more A, and put the background, different background. And change black, no background, background. Put a different background, for example, blue one, this one. Okay, so it changed only on this one, but not here, because it affects only the single news read more A button. Okay. I don't like this. I want to change the status of this button when I go with mouse with pointer here. I want to change the color. So I have another property, 8 points, hover state. This is a state. It means the when I go over this button, I want to change the background color to gray, light gray. For example, see. Now see the result. Okay, more more darker, more maybe it's better. Okay, and now it changed. Once we finish, almost finished. Maybe I can duplicate this div. Okay, many times as I want. So I copy all the entire document, element, sorry, div element, and duplicate, for example, 3 times. Okay, run. I have the same graphics also on the other two elements because share the same graphics. Okay, it's called with the same class. Maybe it's too attached here. Maybe it's better to put here margin bottom, maybe 14 pixels. So I have a space on bottom of 40 pixels. Okay. So how the HTML works, okay, is the same here, but here is dynamically taken from a database, okay, not manually. This is not manually, but is taken from a database. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. For us, for now, it's okay. It's enough. Next time we can see another part of the HTML course. Okay, uh, web design course. Sure. So see you next time. Thank you. And I will upload the video registration, okay? Recording, sorry, the recording.
Thank
So
you. Bye-bye.
love
Thank
you,
you. Bye.
love you, bye, bye, bye.
Yeah.